Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Hello. What are you reading about in the newspaper?
Hello. I was exhausted from studying, so I decided to read the newspaper to relax. Unfortunately, the news is so depressing. There has been another murder in the city center. I'm shocked that the
People are starting to get frightened by it. Everyone will be relieved when they finally catch the murder.
You mean if they catch the murderer? I'm scared stiff about going into the city center at night.
There must have been some good news in the newspaper. I can't believe that none of the news stories make you happy or excited.
Well, there was one good piece of news. You remember the local girl who was dying of a rare blood disease?
Yes. Her parents were raising money to have her treated in the United States.
Well, they've got the money and she's going tomorrow for treatment.
I'm so happy for the family. They must be very relieved and excited about that.
I'm sure they are. Oh, and a local man won the lottery. I'm so jealous. I wish it were me. I buy a lottery ticket every week and I'm amazed that I haven't even won a small prize yet. It's so unfair.
Don't be moody. I hope you're not tired, because we've been invited to a party this evening. I know how excited you get about parties. Freeze. Police. Put your hands over your head.
What did I do? I haven't done anything.
You're under arrest for concealing illegal drugs.
What do you mean?
You are suspected of hiding illegal drugs. So we are taking you into custody.
I didn't do anything.
We've found some heroin at your house.
No, I didn't. I'm innocent. Those aren't mine. Whatever you found is someone else's stuff. You can't prove anything. I wasn't there when you went in, and you can't prove it's my stuff.
That may be, but you're still under arrest. And you'd better stop talking.
I don't need your help, jerk.
Whatever you say. How does the political system work in your country?
We have hundreds of constituencies and the votes in each one elect a member of parliament. Most people call them MPs.
Each MP belongs to a political party, right?
Almost all of them do. A few are independent. That means that they do not belong to a party. If one party more than half of the MPs, they form a government. That means that they choose a prime minister and cabinet members.
What's a cabinet?
This is a small group of people, perhaps 25 MPs, who are usually ministers. They make all the big decision and discuss laws and policy.
Can any MP make a law?
Any MP can present a law to Parliament. The proposed law is debated and voted on. If it is accepted, it becomes law.
I suppose a proposed law needs the support of the big political parties.
Yes, it does, because they have most of the MPs. Most MPs vote the way their party wants them to.
How do people choose which party or candidate to vote for?
They produce manifesto. These documents which states their policies. Some people just vote for the same party every time there is an election. Votes who often change the party they vote for are called floating voters.
What case do you have against the police?
I want to take them to court for arresting me.
I don't understand.
There was no reason for them to arrest me.
They let you go, didn't they?
They released me the next morning.
They detained you at the station?
That's exactly what they did.
Why did they arrest you?
They said I matched the description of a robber.
I get it now.
I'm definitely taking them to court.
How may I help you?
I would like you to be my lawyer.
What can I do for you?
I'm going on trial.
What is your trial about?
It's a felony charge.
I'd be glad to help.
How much do you charge?
My rate is $150 an hour.
That's highway robbery.
I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, you're hired.
Did you vote yesterday?
I sure did.
What candidate did you vote for?
I voted for Obama.
I'm shocked he actually won.
I knew he would win.
How do you know?
He was the best candidate this year.
What about him being black?
I guess America is finally maturing.
I think you have a point. I'm from Channel 5 News.
How's it going?
I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
Ask away.
First of all, did you vote today?
I already voted.
Who did you vote for?
I'm not going to tell you.
Why not?
My vote is personal.
I apologize for invading your privacy.
What I can tell you is that I voted for our next President of the United States.
What's the matter here?
Somebody broke into my house in the morning.
When did you find out?
About 12 o'clock, when I came home from work.
Apparently forced entry. The lock is battered to pieces.
I wonder how the burglar did it.
He is so unskillful. I have never seen such an awkward burglar.
That's because we have a strong lock.
Probably. Let's check the inside then.
Did you find anything?
Yes, the house was in a terrible mess. It was almost turned upside down by the burglar.
Oh, sorry, that's because we didn't have time to clean it.
You mean it is not created by the burglar?
Definitely not, sir.
Did you see who the suspect was?
I got a perfect look at the suspect.
Would you be able to pick him out of a lineup?
That'll be easy.
Please take a careful look at these 5 men.
Okay.
Is the suspect in this line?
I see him.
Which number is he?
The suspect is number 4.
Your cooperation is very much appreciated.
I'm happy to be of assistance.
How do you think they could be ended?
I don't think that there is any easy way. The United Nations could send peacekeepers into the country. At least then the warring parties could be forced to negotiate.
So, if the cause is poverty, there should be a program to make the country richer. If the problem is resources, share them.
It sounds easy when you say it like that. In reality, it's harder to make peace between countries.
Yes, it is. One way to stop countries fighting is to cut off their financial support. Wars are very expensive. You heard who won the election, right?
Who was elected?
McCain won the election.
That can't be true.
I'm upset, too.
I can't believe people voted for him.
People must want him as our president.
That doesn't make any sense.
I have more bad news.
How could the news get any worse?
I was only kidding, because Obama won the election.
That's great news.
Have you heard about the robbery?
I saw the whole thing happen.
For real?
I was in the bank during the robbery.
What went down?
Some dude came into the bank with a gun.
Are you serious?
When he pulled out the gun, I got so scared.
Tell me what else happened.
He got the money and tried to leave.
Did the cops get him?
The cops arrested him before he could even make it out the door.
(911) How may I help you?
I need to report a break-in.
When did this break-in occur?
Last night.
Where did the break-in happen?
It happened at my house.
Was anything taken?
I'm not sure yet.
What makes you think there was a break-in?
My front window was busted.
I'll send a squad car.
Please hurry.
I need order in the court.
I am ready to make my plea.
What do you plead?
I pled not guilty.
All the evidence indicates that you are guilty.
I realize that, but I am not guilty.
Is that right?
I had nothing to do with the crime that was committed.
Who is the guilty party?
I'll tell you if you let me go.
I'd be glad to make a deal with you.
I am willing to tell you that information.
Did you vote?
Of course.
Who was your vote for president?
My vote was for Barack Obama.
I didn't expect him to win.
I had no doubt in my mind that he would win.
What made you think that?
Nobody could compete with him.
I thought his race would have kept him from winning.
Times are changing.
That's true.
I support our new president 100%.
You voted, right?
You know I did.
Who did you vote for?
I voted for Obama, of course.
Can you believe that he actually won?
I knew he would win.
I didn't think he would.
He was the top candidate.
I figured people wouldn't vote for him because he's African American.
That just goes to show that America is finally turning over a new leaf.
You're absolutely right.
I'm excited that Barack Obama is our president.
It's a lot of work running a campaign, isn't it?
I had no idea when I volunteered to assist Governor Brown with this campaign what I was getting myself into.
Hang in there. The hardest part is just about over.
How many years have you been working with him?
About 15. I've seen him work hard for a lot of good changes.
It's easier doing this kind hard work when I know that I trust the man behind the posters.
Did you know we're trying to talk him into considering a presidential campaign?
He would be good.
Nice to meet you.
It's very nice meeting you, too.
I'm excited to speak to a candidate.
What would you like to ask me?
What is your stand on gay marriage?
I feel that people can love who they want.
So, would you make gay marriage legal?
Of course.
I'm sure plenty of people won't like that.
I can't help that.
I like that.
I hope so.
This is Action 5 News reporter Sarah O'Connell reporting live from Washington, D.C., where a protest has broken out. Thousands of angry citizens are protesting against the proposed bailout of the auto manufacturing industry. Sarah O'Connell, Action 5 News. Can you tell us what's happening?
Yeah, we're here because we feel this is an injustice. The financial irresponsibility of big business has to stop. We're there to show the government that we don't like the way that they're spending our tax dollars.
Sir, but what exactly is making everyone so angry?
It's an absolute outrage, Sarah. The U.S. government wants to give $25 billion of taxpayers' money to the auto industry. These are companies that have been mismanaged and are now nearly bankrupt.
I see. But many supporters of the bailout argue that it could help save the jobs of millions of hard-working Americans.
That may be true, and I for one don't want to see anyone lose their job. But how can these Cs ask for a bailout when they're making millions of dollars? And then, they have the nerve to fly to Washington in private jets. This costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. And they're asking for money. That is just not right.
Good point. This is Sarah O'Connell reporting live from Washington, D.C. Back to you, Tom.
Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.